And teens. We're going to be talking about driving in the wintertime and very cold weather. I want to welcome you in. We're going to be driving in an urban area, the I-94 corridor. This will go through Detroit, Chicago, Indiana. So I need you to observe, learn, ask questions. It's very cold today. We're at about a half a tank of fuel. We're going to be driving about 355 miles. I'll take you through as long as I can. With the weather coming, things may be canceled tomorrow, so we might have to go full remote, which is fine. I have a coat on, I have layers, I do have a hat. So mentally, you want to be prepared when you get out here. We have on our seatbelt. We want to frame the rear window in the mirror. Very important. So when we're driving, we can look up and frame that rear window. Eye movement. You should be able to see my eyes move. To my left, our steering wheel's on the left. We drive on the right side of the road. I want to frame the rear window. I want to frame the side window, and I want to have the door handle to the bottom right side of the mirror. So when I'm driving, I can see that area, but to check your blind spot, you have to look over your shoulder. Now I'm going to give you a pro tip. You want to lean forward all the way to the right, and we're going to get that door handle in the bottom right corner. So now I have my rear window framed so I can see everything out. I have my driver's side mirror. I have to look over my shoulder, check my blind spot, and then my right blind spot. So now our mirrors are adjusted. So you always want to look where you're going. I'm going to take you from level 1. So when we're in the parking lot, you want to look, you want to look around. Hey, what is going on? How are you doing? Hopefully everything's good. And it is 23 degrees. This is not including windshield. A lot of schools and businesses and colleges are closing. I'm in the Midwest. We are just getting the tail end. They're saying this winter storm could impact areas in the South. And they're not used to the snow like we are, and they're going to shut down everything. So a lot of people are just giving you content about driving, and they should. So I'm going to go ahead and change this area, and we're going to get out on the road. Put your questions in. We're going to get away from these vehicles. And a tree had fell down, so they're going to be cutting it. And I'll show you that. The tree will be to the left. You'll see it. See the tree? I'll show it to you. See this tree over here? This is what got knocked down. Okay? So we're going to go out the driveway. And we're in a private driveway. Okay, we're going to be looking left and right. Then I'm going to roll down. Okay, I'm going to watch these potholes. And then I'm going to get back over to the right. R-I-G-H-T. And we're going to make a right turn. So you want to look where you're going. I'm going to show you. Look where you are going into the turn. Lead with your eyes. It's called vision in the turns. What is life like being a driving instructor? It's never boring. You get a chance to see how people will learn how to drive, and then once they obtain their permit or their license, we're literally crying. It changes their life. I'm not kidding you. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I've helped a lot of adults obtain their license, and it is truly a wonderful thing. And I tell you that, I mean it. Driving can impact someone's life and get a job, help your mom and dad. So I really want to stress this to you. Don't take driving for granted. I feel you. You're saying yes, 100%. Then I'm going to make a left turn. And I try to demonstrate this from a beginner, an adult, a teen, getting that first job because you're excited. Like, I can't wait to get to work. I'm here, I made it. And then let's go to lunch. I'll drive. Okay, let's drive back from lunch. I remember those days. Okay, we're going over the speed hump. So those of you who want to get your license, listen to these stories. Those of you who have your license, listen to these stories. Okay, so we're going to come up and stop. And this is always a little stressful. Are people really going to let you out? You're going to be polite. You're going to be courteous. You're going to wait. I'm not going to force my way out and bully my way out. I make eye contact. You have to make eye contact with drivers. You got to look to the left. Are they going to let me out? You got to look to the right. This is where pedestrians are. This is the HTS, the Highway Transportation System. And this is where we all work together. Okay. So I'm waiting for this guy to move up. I'm going to wave again and turn in the nearest lane. I know that sounds funny, but keep your turn short. My job is to prepare you for your road test. I do road test prep, and we got to come up there from Florida, out-of-town driver. Okay. And we're just going to wait. We're checking traffic. We're looking left and right. You have to look. People will run lights. Okay, I'm coming up checking, and then I'm going to make my turn and get on this expressway. Just settle down. I'm gradually going to pick up speed. And this is a short ramp. This is on the I-94 corridor. And then we're going to get out to the first lane, L-A-N-E. That's a pretty nice merge. And then we're going to chill. Just going to settle down. We're going to chill. And we're going to see what is the traffic doing. Do we need to pick up? Do we need to slow down? We're at about 60. That's fine for now. And I always think about the opportunities that can move forward. Most of us drive about an hour, less than an hour, to and from home every day. And as you know, car leases, they're dropping the mileage, 7,500 per year. That's kind of unrealistic because the average is about 12 to 17,000 a year. And this is just going back and forth to work. And when you're younger, you're going to be driving about 200 miles a day. How do I know? Because I drive a lot of younger people. We kind of calculate their mileage, but you have to have a job. This vehicle's not going to run on air. The reality is, real talk, you're going to put in $20. That'll get you a couple of days. And then you're going to ask mom and dad, can I have a little gas money? Oh, sure, okay. But they're broke down. That's a tough place to be. You got to know how to change a tire also. And I'll do some tutorials on this. As an instructor, that's happened to me at least once every 2 years. We get a nail or a screw in the tire. A driver hits a pothole and it punctures the tire. I'm trying to hold the wheel very smoothly. And a lot of you'll be in the right lane, okay? You're not going to be in the middle lane. You're not going to be to the left because they're going to be doing 65, 75, 85. So we're going to create this just like you're driving with me. I would say, hey, keep your speed up. Look ahead and aim high. If this feels like a driving tutorial, it is. Because I'm a state certified driving instructor, this has been my life over 24 years. I've taught over 30,000 students. More adults the past 24 months, drivers who started learning to drive but they didn't like the instructor. Another woman in her 30s, she lost her vision, she couldn't drive. They called corporate, they found me, and we did test prep, about 9 lessons, and then she got her license, and that changed her life. She still lives at home with her mother. I know she's in her 30s, and that's fine. We're not judging. But you have to know how to drive to be able to take yourself to work, back home, pick up your family members, doctor's appointments, weddings, family get-togethers. Early on in your driving career, you don't care what you drive. Any car is a good car. It could be a Honda, a Malibu, a Trailblazer, a Charger. I have a video that's discussing the cost of a Charger right now. Some cars are much more expensive to insure because of the theft. In fact, no hate, the Kia. The Kia had an ignition system flaw. the Kia boys. We're just taking the car, stealing them, joy riding them 5 or 6 hours, and then so the insurance company would not insure Kias. The Chargers are stolen quite a bit too. So you just have to live your life. Speaking of Kias, there's a blue one. There are 2 blue Kias. Kia Forte. I've been to PA. The last time I was there, the answer is not right now. I've been to PA before. My son went to a football camp there. I drove there, and then I videoed, and yeah. But you can reach out to me. There's a link in the bio. I'm available for coaching calls and ask your questions. I want this to be your medication. I want this to be your motivation. And what I've learned, it's not about me. It's about you. So if you were driving with me, I would say, okay, we're going to stay in this lane. We're not going to panic, and we're going to keep moving forward. Okay? We're going to take our time. One-on-one calls are 30 minutes. There is a link in the bio, and we've had about 6 coaching calls. I talked to a young lady who was 24, and we drove about 9 lessons. So it was very fulfilling. And I'm investing in the company and investing in myself, and it's about you. So if that sounds like something you want, we just got a message. We'll be off tomorrow, so I'll be home all day. I have not been in my stand store in a moment. So there are digital products there, test prep, road test prep, how to reduce anxiety, some of the things that I always deal with. I do appreciate you. So we're going to take our time, ask more questions. I'm here. The biggest thing, I think, is just getting started. If you don't do it when you're in your late teens or early 20s, it's just going to take longer. You might have a child on the way. You might be taking an Uber and a Lyft, because you got to remember, post-COVID, a lot of people just did not want to drive in. I was doing driver's education through post-COVID. I remember getting the phone call, the whole world is shut down. Our governor shut down parts of the country. And that was a very dark time for all of us. I am vaccinated. I'm double vaccinated because I'm in education. I deal with people. I have family members who are not vaccinated. They said they're not changing my DNA. A lot of people feel like that, okay? And that's a very personal decision about getting vaccinated, and I'm not gonna judge you if you're not, but a lot of driving companies and buses and businesses lost millions of dollars. So we had to wear a mask in the car. We had to have a plastic shield. I'll try to find some pictures of it. We had to have a plastic shield in there. And we had to sanitize the car. We got paid additional money, but also I was teaching 6 classes a day. So I'm just being honest with you. I do appreciate you. Find what works for you. But what I've learned, this is the service industry. And now my career is all online. I do driver's education online. So yes, definitely, I am staying healthy because I'm not chasing money. I can only do so much for people, and then I have to think of my family, my wife, my son, my daughter, and then serving my community. So this is why I'm going to transition to a different perspective of adult ed, where I'll be serving my community. So we've been networking my community and across, there's something going on here. We've been networking in the community. The biggest need right now is food and shelter. Oh, see, there's the driver's hair car right there. Oh boy, let me slow down. Dang, that truck almost hit me. Okay. So you're going to see a driver's hair car ahead of us. And I'm not judging. A lot of adults take adult lessons. So don't be thinking, oh, it's just kids. It's a lot of adults. And I'm not hating, a lot of foreigners come to the United States. They want to take lessons, anywhere from $65 to $125. Yes. But remember, I'm trained for this. These videos will give you a context of what it's like. I'll have you in the middle lane or the right lane. I'm at about 70. The speed limit is 70. I know it looks slow, but that's the speed limit here. Okay. And because a lot of you are watching right now, I'm showing you what I do. We're going to keep good speed and good space. We're going to take our time. And intentionally, I'm going to get over to the right behind the driver's ed car. Okay. So that driver's ed car up there, that has been my life for over 24 years. And being in that car, we have a brake, we have a mirror, there's special insurance. And drivers stay away from student drivers, whether they're adults or teens. They're nervous, they have anxiety. It can be very stressful. And I am very patient. They could be going on a road test, you never know. But that's the first step. You got to make that commitment to change someone's life. And don't worry about shame. No one really cares. You know, you don't have to tell your friends, hey, I'm taking driver's ed. I'm taking lessons. The biggest hurdle I see is signing up for lessons. Most of you can get the money. I'm going to change lanes. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Most of you can change lanes, okay. But dealing with semi-trucks. Downtown traffic. Downtown Houston, Texas. Downtown Los Angeles, California. Downtown Detroit, Michigan. Michigan. I've done tutorials in all those downtown areas. We're going to try to get over the Windsor too. I do have an enhanced license because I've traveled through Canada all the way up through to New York. Shout out E if you're listening. And then of course the real ID. It's never too late to learn how to drive. DRIVE. I'm lifting my foot, taking my time, and I'm trying to keep my space. We're at about 65 miles an hour. Most cars are driving, the average is probably about 77. And I see the heavy volume of traffic. If you can look ahead with me, 360, there's about 50 cars ahead of us. And you see brake lights. Lift your foot. And the biggest thing is just signing up. Yep, I'm taking my time. I don't have a rear dash cam in here. I keep saying I'm going to put it in so you can see traffic behind you. What is traffic doing behind you? Are drivers paying attention? No, they're on their phone. I have both hands on the wheel. I'm taking my time, squeezing my brake, not slamming. And if you watch, these are my long form videos. We're driving heavy traffic, stop and go, cut off, tailgate, speeding. And then I edit these into short reels, shorts, Instagram, TikTok, Snap. I'm on multiple platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Lemon 8. I'm on Pinterest. I do have podcasts too. You gotta listen to those. And it's a whole big production process. Earlier last year, we went to Texas to Vid Summit. I really learned a lot about content and really putting the viewer first. We're at 65 again. No sense in going 70 or 80. And then at the end of the lesson, we always review. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? How do we improve? How do we get better? So I'm lifting my foot a little bit. Taking my time. And if this looks really smooth, it is. This is what an actual lesson would look like. We're at about 60, the speed limit 70. We can't go any faster. It's just heavy volumes of traffic. And this is what a Metro Detroit looks like, a Metro Chicago, Illinois, a Metro Houston, Texas, a Metro Los Angeles, California. Multiple cars, except no snow in those southern areas. And you'll be thankful. It's 25 degrees now, not including wind chill. I always speak of how driving can change your life, because a lot of the jobs are in the city. There's some jobs in suburban areas. A lot of people in the city don't drive, can't drive, don't have insurance. I've been through that. There are not a lot of economic opportunities. Whether Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, California, depends on where you live. Like I'm a middle class guy, right? I understand the grind. And I'm not scared to work. I will help any of you. And if you're serious, reach out to me. If you just want to lay in the background and learn, lock in. But you got to find value. And if you find value, you'll subscribe. Because we put out 3 to 5 pieces of content today on 3 different platforms. We do long form in the morning, long form in the afternoon, long form in the evening, and then we'll be editing out different clips to bring you value. I have some parking tutorials that are doing pretty good on platforms right now, where we actually helped a young man get his license. So we're about 70, not trying to run anyone off the road, just taking our time, trying to be peaceful. I'm gonna get over one lane to the right. And this is what a lesson looks like. It's just peaceful, it's just chilled. I might take you through a roundabout. That might be helpful to you guys. Okay, we'll go straight and then we'll get off the next exit. That road will be 55, then we'll go through a roundabout, and I'll show you some of the routes that we would go on. Driver's ed routes are anywhere from 5, 10, or 15 mile loops. We're trying to save gas, be efficient. Your instructor should be taking you through neighborhoods. See this slowdown? I'm not trying to rear in this box truck. You'll go through neighborhoods, 12 right turns, 12 left turns, parallel park, get into parking lots, stall parking, angle parking. You need to know how to reverse into a driveway. I really do go through a whole developmental process. And you can compare my content to instructors. What did I pay for? This guy didn't teach me anything. Or wow, he did a really good job. We've driven through rainstorms. I have some clips on that. Heavy snowstorms, heavy traffic out of Iowa, Dallas, Houston, Detroit, California. Oh, there are the police over there. Something's going on. It's cold. And I want to bring you the best that I can to prepare you. Okay, we got to make a right turn in the nearest lane. So I'm turning short. You see what I'm doing? Turning real easy. Oh, the rear of the car spun a little bit. And then I'm gradually going to pick up the gas. And I think more driving schools should document the journey of an instructor, teaching class, getting beginners in the car. I would ask you what color the light is. You should be able to tell me the color. And that color is red. And then let's make a right turn. I'm actually going to take you on a route. And this blowing snow will make us crash. So I don't want to turn too hard. And we're going really easy. And go, oh, I'm sliding. You saw that? So this is your typical neighborhood. It's kind of a little rural area. Deer here, coyotes, rabbits. And then you see me change the routine up. So now we got to drive at about 25. And that's what we're doing. Driving about 25 miles an hour. I don't want to hug the right because that's going to put us in the ditch. I've had students put the driver's side car in the ditch. 3 football players. Kid kept hugging the right, went down the ditch 5 feet down. He started crying. I said, hey, you didn't listen to me, sir. I'm sorry. I said, stop crying. Luckily, we climbed up to the top of the ditch, and a gentleman in the Jeep towed us out. Shout out to people who help. Okay, we're going to go down to the end. It is a dead end. I can't guarantee it's not plowed because this area is for sale. I think it's 7 acres, 6 acres. So you can see it's starting to get kind of thick here. Hey, if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up, please. This will tell the algorithm that, hey, this content is good. It'll be pushed out to different people. Please give this a thumbs up. Please and thank you. Hit that thumbs up button. Okay, we're going to go in this area. We're going to make a left, do a circle, come out. Okay, so 5.8 acres for sale. Okay. Building and sale. Okay, we're going to turn around. And we're going to go easy. And I've seen deer through here. It's a really beautiful area. All right, we're going to come out. Put in questions you have. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, teach teens. We're taking you on a route that I would take you on. Real beautiful area, very scenic. It's cold out here. A lot of places are closed. You're going to see that OG Corvette. I'm going to go slow. See that beautiful Corvette? Isn't that nice? All right, we're going to keep moving. Oh, we're going to take our time. You should be able to see the color of the light. I'm trying to teach you to look ahead. A-H-E-A-D. And then once we get up to the light, we're going to make a right. R-I-G-H-T. We're at about 25. And because I do online classes now, whenever the weather's bad, it doesn't really impact me. I primarily drive on the weekend. If I need to drive during the week, I can. My schedule is 6 weeks out. So if you're trying to drive, you need to reach out to me. And we're looking to add a car to the fleet, get that brake installed, and then really serve our community, because a lot of adults who want to learn how to drive, a lot of 19 to 35-year-old people want to learn how to drive. So I understand the needs of my community. I'm going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Wait. There are a lot of entrepreneurs. Okay, I'm going to make my turn. The car is cold. It doesn't really accelerate as quickly as it needs to. It's 22 degrees. The temperature's dropping. This is not including the wind chill. Okay, we're going to keep moving. Yeah, I can tell the car's cold. It just doesn't shift as smoothly as it needs. So I would take you on this curve. A lot of you would struggle to keep it in the curve. You would veer to the right, R-I-G-H-T, like literally hugging the white line, or you would veer out to the left. My job on your first drive is to relax you, get you confident, get you comfortable. Blinkers on. I should see you looking left and right. then we're going to come up. Okay. This is the stop line, STOP. We're going to move forward. We're going to check traffic. Then we're going to make a right turn in the first lane. Some of you would hit the curb. That would be instant failure. Some of you would go wide. Everyone's a little bit different. There's a construction vehicle to the left. They have that triangle on the back, so that means slow moving vehicle. Imagine being out there in that cold. Oh, God. This is more of a business residential area. I take students on this curve, teaching you how to look ahead. There's a roundabout coming up. We'll probably do another expressway merge to get you consistent. So this sign will make a lot of you panic. It means roundabout ahead. A lot of you will go about 30 or 40, hitting the curb. Some of you would drive too slow. We're going to lift our foot. You see what that truck is doing, right? They're lifting their foot. But that truck has got a snow plow on the front. And we got to yield. There's that roundabout. We're going to yield. Let them go by. And then I'm going to accelerate. So I'll be behind this white Impala. I'm gently going to accelerate and pick up. "22 degrees, blowing wind." And this is where people could get hypothermia, freezing. Okay, soft shoulder to the right. I've had clients literally go off the road, and this is the soft shoulder. And if we go off the road, it's gonna, the front tires will dig in. We could roll the car over, literally lose control. You could literally fall off the road. So we got a double yellow, which means you can't pass. And then we have the edge line to the right, R-I-G-H-T. And this sign means divided highway ahead. Okay, we got all this blowing wind. You can see it right now. This is where accidents happen. I want to lift my foot. I'm looking ahead. A lot of you would panic because you see these cars and you'll start drifting toward them. An instructor's job is to teach you, support you, help you. I'm going to get on the expressway again because I think it's needed to really help you guys. Around the 4th drive, we'll go on the expressway. Blinkers on. We're on the I-94 corridor. You see the signs. And then we have to come up and stop. Okay? We're just being patient. We're just waiting. We're a little less than half a tank. It's 23 degrees. Hey, Meta, what is the wind chill? It's not answering, it's cold. And you want to make sure you have a hat, you have gloves in case your car breaks down and you might be stuck here for a few hours. That's happened to me too. It's very scary. I like to check traffic, check my rearview mirror. I'm going to roll forward, check. Okay, and then I'm gonna go out real easy. And you can look ahead. A lot of you will drift to the right, going off the shoulder. Some of you go like 30, too slow. You can see this moment in snow and ice. It's dangerous here. So I'm trying to go out really easy. Teaching people how to drive has made me a better driver. Okay, I'm gonna turn on blinker. You should be able to hear it. I'm going to get to speed a little bit faster. Come out about 65. Bam! First lane. Got him. Okay, and we're about 70 right now. And then we're going to get off at this exit. And this is a loop that we would do this 5 times, 4 times, 3 times. You tell me what you need, and then we'll build that custom driving lesson for you, because this is about you, not me. Left turn lane. We can either go left or right. I'm going to squeeze my brakes before I get into the curve so centrifugal force does not pull us out. It's slick here, man. I don't want to hit those brakes too hard because we'll just slide. You see this? Well, I'm going to hit the brakes. See, I slide? Come on now. That's dangerous. We'll be behind this GMC. We got this Ford Platinum F-150. We got a Ford Escort. We want to be able to see the rear of the tires on the ground. In case we get rear-ended, we won't be pushed into the front of the vehicle. That happened to my nephew. And a lot of cars are coming off a lease. So, you want to look at what can you afford, what's in your budget. You got to establish credit. There's a lot of things that schools need to do, and they're just not because of budgets. They're cutting back. I'm going to go in real easy. I'm spinning right now. Oh, yep, traction control is pulling power because I'm spinning. There's something going on up there. That's a police situation. Something happened at that intersection. So guys, we may have to, yep, there are 2 police cars up there. Something happened. We may have to turn around. Yep, you should see those police cars up there. There's 3 of them. I don't know what's going on. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. We're going to find the street and turn around. Okay, then I'm going to get, what is this car doing? Okay. Come up and stop. Here's my gap, and I'm going to turn. I kind of overturned, and that's what a lot of you will do. You'll overturn. Now we're in a different neighborhood, taking our time, being smooth. We can do parking, right turns, left turns. And we're going to turn on left turn signal. And then we're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Complete stop, 3 seconds. I'm looking for a blinker. I see nothing. I'm telling you, man, these people are just careless up in here. You see it too. There's a lot of traffic because there's a police situation. But these are lessons learned every single day. And driving will teach you every single day. People don't use blinkers. They run stop signs. Like that car didn't stop up there. What type of cars are reliable? I'm trying to build your trust. And if I build your trust, you'll follow, you'll subscribe, and I am a state certified instructor. There's a lot of traffic through here. I'm gonna wait for this car and then drive around. A little GMC. Okay, good. We're spinning again. It's terrible through here. And this car's literally brand new. And now we're in another neighborhood. I don't know where it is like this where you are. Are your neighborhoods like this? Are they better? Are they worse? Let's review. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adult and teens. And you are learning a lot about driving, the commitment. It takes work. You got to commit time. I'm sliding again. I'm going to show you. It takes time. Side roads are terrible. So I'm going to wait. I'm taking you through the journey because I want you to learn how to drive. I don't want to get stuck, but I want you to learn how to drive. And basically I'm just spinning. But these are the lessons you need to learn so you can be safe out here.